I'm in the city of David. I must say that that part of city of David, I didn't take a video of it for so many years, and I'm so happy that we actually stopped here. For so many years, they called it the tombs of King David. King David was buried in city of David, and we are now in city of David. Today, you can visit the tomb of King David at Mount Zion. True or not, that's for another tour, because we are talking about water today. But before that, I want you to see another important thing, Theodosius inscriptions, who actually, you can see a replica of it. And it's so important because we found it. This is from the second temple time, and we know that there was a synagogue here, and the synagogue includes the synagogue itself to pray. No, sorry, to study. At that time they didn't pray because the only place to pray was at the Jewish temple, where that was that way. And he built it for pilgrimage, and he gave them a place to sleep and water. And this is important because you're building a city, especially you're building a capital in a place with water. Then you can see here, water system. Few options. Here in Jerusalem, we do have the only one spring, the Gihon, and this is one source of water, but it's not enough. Then later on, from the rain, we could build a lot of water system, mainly from rain. It's not enough. Let's go. Yeah. It's holding the door for us. I think I'm the last one. Now it's going to be very steep. Then, water system, spring, and dams. Because the water goes all the way down. And there are 3 valleys here. 2 of them are well known, the Valley of Hinnom and the Kidron Valley. And all of them are rich in that area. Then in that area, there were at least 2 dams to stop the water from running. And the last thing, but not at that time, later on at the time of King Herod, which is actually that time, this time, Second Temple time, aqueducts. They went from Hebron all the way to the upper city of Jerusalem, let's say Jaffa Gate of today, and from there to the city, to the capital. Most of the capitals in the world are next to a river. We don't have river here. Thanks God that we do have a little bit of springs and water. Then in that case, this is, and we are heading now to the Pool of Siloam. You know that I uploaded lately a few videos of it, but now we are going with someone who will tell us the last information from the last weeks of excavation. They are excavating there to find the big Siloam pool. I mean, the biblical Siloam pool. Then in that matter, it's such an important tour, and I know that it's one of the best hits of my YouTube channel, and I'm sure that you will wait for those information. And I will ask you to do 2 things. First one, subscribe to my channel. Secondly, please spread the rumors about my my YouTube channel by sending the link of it to your friends who love history, especially of the Holy Land. You know that I have thousands of 10,000 of videos of the Holy Land. Then we are now entering to Siloam Pool, or Pool of Siloam. For us, it's very important because for the Jews, it used to be a water source, and the high priest used to purify himself before Yom Kippur, before the Atonement Day, and on Sukkot they have to throw some water on the altar from the spring, and by the water of the Gihon, which is, the end of it is the Siloam Pool, the Pool of Siloam. They used to anoint the kings of Israel. For example, King Samuel was anointed to be king and to build a temple from here. Then in that case, such an important thing. For the Christians of us, John chapter 9, 1 to 7, and even older chapter, it's all about curing the blind man. I'm the light. I'm the light. And I remember the one who the disciple asked him, who's the sinner, his parents or him? And he said, no, there's no sin. God did it because of a mission, and he spat next to this Pool of Siloam, put the clay on his head, eyes, and then he told him, go to the Pool of Siloam. He said, take a bath. I will add something else. Purify your body, and you will see. It was on Shabbat. It was a problem, but that's for a different story. You can see what we find here. It's the beginning of September 2023. And as we remember it, it's just like that. What we found is that, and that was a huge garden of the Greek Orthodox Church. We bought it from them, and now we can see what we are doing. We are now on the stairs of the Pool of Siloam. Before the new excavation of a few years, what we had is part of it and that. And we excavated it at 2004. That's the beginning of it. Listen, be careful. In the 19th century, excavating that area, they used to excavate like tunnels, not from top to down like today. And when we are now excavating, we found everything that we found. It was almost 100% correct, the maps of them. In the 19th century, they found a wall and a tower. And a dam. Let me show you the dam. We already know it. That's the dam that we found. The dam is now from the 8th century BC, from the time of Hezekiah. This is good because it's like, now I know that it's true. Until 2004, there was a garden here. Nothing was here. A horrible road was here. And Gihon spring was upstairs. That's where the Byzantine church was. And in 2004, it was a rainy season. The road was in horrible situation. Then they tried to renovate it, and then they found the pool. We found that, and we were sure that it's going to be a kind of a round pool. And you saw it. I show you how it looks like before. I'll show it to you again. Here it is. What we found is that and that, she said. And see the wall behind it, behind us. A week ago, something happened a week ago. That stairs, it takes us to the street itself. Ken, remember we actually, there are a few movies, videos of mine that show you the ancient road from the end of the Second Temple time, maybe even from the Pontius Pilate road. Now, let me show you the Pool of Siloam still exists. Sorry. The water is still here. Still running. Water is still running. They believe that the water from here filled the pool. That was until few days ago. But there's no sign that water from here, enter the pool. Yeah. And this is the source of the water. The pool at the Gihon spring. Then if the water is not from the Gihon spring, then are we talking about a pool with water? Are we talking about an area with water? And why there are so many places to sit here? This is wow. Then I'm actually destroying everything and building it again. And next time I will destroy it again and build that story again and again and again. We have so many speculation. Nothing that I'm telling you is true or not true. I don't know. It can be changed tomorrow. They will find something. Wow. That picture shows you the beginning of the excavation. Remember, they wanted to renovate the road and the pipeline, and that's why they started it. This is the garden of the Greek Orthodox, which was right there. To-the-doom. That's all about to-the-doom. I love that. I love those tools. Again, if you are not part of my subscribers, I think now you do have a good reason to do that. I have so many videos about it, and please send that video and my link, the link of my channel, to everyone. Instead of working, I'm doing it. I love it. Now, we're now going outside the wall at the dam, and I think you can see that the water are still running here. Remember that 19th century they found a wall here. The wall is beneath us. Sadly, we cannot excavate it now, but it's just beneath that road. Let me show you a little bit of the pool from here. Remember one of my last videos, I actually showed you the Crusader tombs, the tomb of Judas, and the bridge, the new bridge. Then I went through there, and the end of that road is the Gehenna, Hinnom Valley, Hell Valley, if you remember. Now that road, I tried to enter to it, but they didn't let me. And now we can. I'm doing it just like you for the first time. We were there, and you can see the dam, 8th century, at least 8th century BC. It can be even earlier than that. And it was full with water. Then how the water entered to here? Because we didn't find yet the canal who brought the water to here from the Gihon spring, and they believe that the water came from rain. All the rainwater went into the valley, and the dam stopped them from doing that. Just like I said before in my previous video, what we believe now, that the stairs were built here and stopped just like that. You can see that kind of the wall there. Then flash floats in a way. That's the source of the Pool of Siloam now. Whoa. You can see the end of the stairs and then a wall. They didn't reach yet to the bedrock. And it's deeper than that, and you can see that it's actually ended. There's no more options here. I mean, if you look at it, it's actually destroying a lot of the stories. The source of the water is not from the Gihon Spring, or maybe, and it doesn't look like a square. Things like a huge mikveh. Wow, this is a wow, and you can see a lot of excavations here. Rivka is our tour guide, and if you want her to guide you, but guys, in French, this is the one. רבקה, זה כנסייה. זה כאילו, איך נקרא, עמוד של לפני אלתר של כנסייה. And it might be, again, I don't know, that is part of the church that used to be here, maybe from the 5th century. But look how many things we can find here. Touching history. See that it used to be a vase. Just like that, the handle of it. And oh, סליחה שנייה. A fig tree. Yes, fig tree. You can see the figs. And okay, Harasim, and we are actually heading to the lower part, to the place that I wanted to touch, and I didn't yet. Then we are doing it together for the first time. Smash it! This is the video that I was waiting for. Remember, most of my videos were from there. Then those stairs, which I'm gonna walk on it later on, it's yeah. And Rivka is our tour guide, remember, and she can guide you in French. ייקח לו זמן, לכולם זה לוקח זמן במקרה הזה.
אני אחכה לאט לאט שכולם יגיעו.
You can see the wall here.
חברים,
Suddenly it's
דבר
step.
שמה אנחנו עומדים? אנחנו לא אתם, פה, על טיח. הגיוני, אנחנו באזור של מים, אבל טיח הזה מאוחר מאוד.
The floor is was built by the water.
אבל זה כן קשור, למה אנחנו
Left over the
באזור
water.
שעובר מים, אנחנו, זה אין ספק.
This is the Herodian stairs, and the excavator now believes that this is the end of it. No more stairs. We are still excavating. No stairs around. Got it? I know that it destroy a lot. No stair around. If you saw my videos from 2004, 6, you can see the garden there.
אני מבינה מה אתה אומר, אנחנו בירושלים, כמה מים כבר יש לנו פה, אני אומרת מההיגיון שלי, לא ממידע, אני לא מאמינה שמים יגיעו לפה, ואת האמת, הוא לא מצא את אותנטים, או איך שקוראים לזה?
Taventin.
אבל אז אני שוב חוזר לשאלה של הכלים הכבדים, כאילו יכול להיות שפה...
The Arabic name of it was the Pool of the Red Soul, the red land. And he found here, when they excavated, they found a lot of the red sand here. Hamra. Hamra, it's in Arabic, red. Hamra, red stone. Now, if you want me to destroy the story, then I can do that, but don't blame me for that. Josephus Flavius, let's say time of after Jesus' time, but very close to it, 90 AD, talked about two pools here. That one, he called the Pool of Siloam, The other one, the small one, the one that I took you many times, and that's where the end of the Gihon Spring. Now it's called Siloam. Siloam. That Eudokia built there a church from the 5th century. And the question is why she didn't build a church here. Because maybe the place that Jesus cured the blind man wasn't here. It was there. I'm not sure that it's open now because it belonged to the Waqf, to the Muslims. But at the end of the tour, I will go to see what's happening there. Then that wall is part of the Muslim time, but it's later to that. Yeah, I think I changed everything. And maybe that is not where Jesus was cured the blind man. Maybe they didn't use it for purification. This is something. This is something, and I will go up to show you the Pool of Siloam from the Byzantine time that was built in the 5th century by Eudokia. But there's a lot of but here. We don't know the truth. You do have another option, and before that, I will sneak in to stand on those stairs from the Second Time Temple, just for you. What can I say? I'm amazed. Then, yeah, toda. Then, let me, I don't know if I am allowed to do that. I'm touching it. What they actually say that the level of the water, the stairs is because of the level of the water. I don't know, I cannot touch it, but now I did it.
אנחנו עכשיו ניגע בקבוצה שלי ויש לי רק
35
אנשים.
No, זה לא הרבה, זה לא הרבה. As you heard, I couldn't enter there, but I did it. Then, let me take you now to the other pool. Remember, 2 pools that Joseph had mentioned. Siloam. It's there, it's part of the mosque. The gate will be closed. But I think with my video, I can show you a little bit of it. And I will show you where the location of the church that we found. Again, if you will go to the video, the Rodion Road, or I even mention at the title Pondas Pilat, then you will see the foundation of the church. Oh, it's open. אתה סוגר עכשיו? תן לי רק לצלם שנייה.
אין בעיה, אני עובד לנוע למטה.
אוקיי. אז אני בא איתך. זה לא אמור להיות של הוואקף סגור? או ש... לא ממש, אוקיי. Then this is the pool. And he gave me an option to go all the way down. That's the end of the Gihon Spring. That might be the pool that Jesus cured the blind man. Let me רגע, לפני שאתה סוגר, רק אני אתן לי you cannot see a lot. Wait. Yeah, all right, then that's the Gihon Spring. And according to the new option, maybe that's where Jesus cured the blind man. We don't know, it's a new theory, but I'm happy that I could enter. And maybe the high priest purified himself in that pool as well. and not add the other one. Wow. I love to build stories. To build new stories of it. Yeah. Let me show you how it used to be, and that's where we're gonna say goodbye. Now, if you watch that video, instead of working, I'm taking those tools. If you want to support me, you can do that. At the description beneath the video, you will find a PayPal link and buy me a coffee link, and you can do that through there. All right. Then, the Siloam pool, if that is the Siloam pool, Pool of Siloam, wasn't like that. What we found here is that part, that one, and the dam. Sorry, the dam is here, and that's what we found. Oh, sorry, you didn't see it. That's what we found. Parallel to the wall, that's the dam. The wall that we talked about is beneath the road. This is the Blessing Dickey, 19th century, found it, and we found it too, but we cannot excavate it yet. And the church is somewhere here. We found it, and the pool is right here. Done. That's the way to the Jewish temple. You can see the Temple Mount, and my previous video was beneath the western and the southern wall. Then let me show you what part of the road. צחי?
אתה רוצה את הפרטים שלי? יש לך שאלות?
בטח, לא, אז בוא נעשה כזה דבר. תרשימה, then I'm gonna say goodbye to you, but you must see who is next. רבקה! Remember, she is guiding in French and Hebrew, מדריכה גם בעברית. I will leave the details of her at the description, then you can go straight to her, and she can guide you. And I must tell you, I'm guiding more than 23 years now. She's amazing.
Thank you.
And I met you only now. Now we are best friends, but before that, we didn't know each other. Then I called her immediately. The description, remember, downstairs, you will see it. Thank you very much for being with us. I don't know if you reached here, but just before we are going, someone told me, no, the Gichon Spring entered to here. Then how come? They believe that the Gichon Spring reached here, which is true. You can see, you can even hear it. And the entrance was from here into, let me show you where. Somewhere through here to there. True or not? I don't know, but it's actually destroying again the idea. True or not? I don't know. I'm confused. Everything that you will say will be totally the truth. Let me show you. They believe that there is a canal takes the water through there and they excavate it. I don't know. I always like to talk about the latest news, and the latest news talks about a totally different thing. If you reach that part, it means that you're the smartest one. Lovely. צילמתי, אבל לא רואים תעלה שם, כאילו אתה מדבר על המדרגות, מתחת למדרגות, אתה יכול לראות לי? Alright, is taking me to see the canal. And let's walk with him.
סליחה, אנחנו נועלים את האתר.
מה זה משמש? בדיוק משפט אחד, אני חיילת, רוצה לשמוע? בדיוק בדיוק על הנקודה הזאת, רוצה לשמוע? חבר'ה, כשחוסמים...
לפני שברחת לי עשה.
זה לא נעשה.
ממש עבודתם מפה, מתחת לסמל שלכם.
לא סתם.
Let me show it to you. Ah, there is a canal. Yes. Bzz. Yeah. Then now you have to choose by yourself. You have two options. Now closing the side, we have to go out.
נו, יאללה, תגידו. מקפצה, אני אוהבת את הרעיון הזה.
תודה. Thank you very much.
יש.
יש.
יש לנו שקי חול, אני לא יודע אם זה
הוא לא רואים, רואים שם.
לא רואים את השקית.
כן, כן, את זה ראיתי. תודה. Then maybe it's the Siloam Pool. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you very much.